Hi, this is Jacqueline with Nickel and Dime Decor. I want to show you what we're going to make today. This is a trivet, and it's so pretty on your table, dining room table. And then you put if you want to make it for Christmas, put a Christmas wreath around it and your candles or whatever you want to put on it. It makes a beautiful centerpiece. You can even make placemats out of these if you want to. Our supplies are, of course, our fabric. And this is a beautiful piece of fabric that I made. My friend Leanna, I made her some placemats out of this. And this was the other side. And if you look up close, it's got a real pretty pattern to it. Don't know. And I wanted to make her a trivet for Christmas. So I've already cut my strips. Here's my pile. And these are approximately 20 inches long. You will need this cotton cording. It's from Wright's. It's 3/16 inch cotton cording, comes in a cellophane bag, and it's 10 yards, and that will make this size. And you need a glue stick, and this is from Sewn. And I ordered it online. Paper Pieces is the website. And they specialize in anything you want for paper piecing, which I like to do. And you buy the refills when you run out. And that's all you need to do. And it's real simple. So if you'll get ready, I'll get ready. And we'll get the sewing machine ready and we'll go. Thanks. Okay, now I've already got all of this on here, and I know you didn't get to watch me do it, but it's just very simple. You wrap your fabric around and you go halfway over the previous, and just like that. Keep going halfway over. And it's spiraled all the way down. And you want to be sure and cover it halfway because your cording will show in there and that'll ruin the effect of your pretty trivet. So sit in front of your TV and get all this done like I did last night, and then you're ready to go. I didn't tell you how much fabric I cut out. I probably cut out a half a yard of 1/2 inch strips. And when you get to the end, you don't want just an old bump. So we need to cut our cording kind of in a taper, kind of like so. You know, so it tapers off. And I probably didn't give myself enough room. No, I didn't. Okay. Still didn't give myself enough room. Okay. Then we're going to glue this, and you'll see what we're going to do at the end, how we're going to taper it off. Get your glue stick. When you do each and every strip, you have to glue each and every strip on. It's a lot of gluing and a lot of getting it all over your hands, but okay, that's going to be our end. Now we'll go over to the sewing machine and we'll start sewing. Okay. I hope you can see what I'm fixing to do. You just fold your end in and start coiling. And make maybe 2 times around. There's your coil. It's a little circle. and we're going to sew the center of it with a zigzag stitch. And you want your zigzag stitch, your length, raise your length up to number 3. And that way it catches across each one of them real good. And you're going to have to hold this really, really tight until it's very tedious, until you get it sewed down. And just go all the way across. Then, and put your needle down to hold it. Remember, we have a walking foot on here, so it'll hold this down real good. Once you get it all caught in the center, then you can just start going around in a circle, and it's quite easy to do. But until you get everything caught, it's a little tedious. Okay, I think we've got it going enough where we can start going in a circle. You'll have to lift up your pressure foot every time for a while. Like I say, this is a real tedious thing that we're doing. Once we get our circle about 2 or 3 inches wide, why, we're home free. Kind of takes care of itself. Okay. You have to be sure and get your zigzag centered in the center so you can catch both of your rows. And I'll stop just a minute afterwards so you can see what's going on, because you don't want to watch me do all of this, because it takes a little while. But I wanted to get to the point where I can show you how it just starts coiling itself, and you don't have to fuss and fume over it. It'll just start, you can just start turning it. And we're to that point where all you gotta do is just keep turning. I'll take this out so you can see what we're doing. Let me do a back stitch. There it is. There's your pretty little coil, and we'll finish it and go all the way around. And just remember, you just have to keep it going real tight and hold on to it real tight. And we'll cut all these extra little threads off and make it look good. Okay, come back later. Okay, I want to show you how this is just whipping right along. You don't have to hold on so tight now, and just kind of hold your edges and let it go. It goes to town. And remember, you can use any size cording that you want to. If you want to use a 1/2 inch or bigger, this is just, remember, 3/16, and I like it because it's workable. But I just wanted to show you how it goes pretty fast. Or you just have to hold it right here on the end, and just make sure you catch both sides with your zigzag. All right, I'll go ahead and finish this and then you can come back again. Okay, we're at the end and here's our tapered end. Isn't that pretty? It's going to be real pretty for her table. Okay, we're going to finish. I'm going to get to the end and I'm going to show you what we're going to do. You're going to have to hold it and watch your fingers to catch that end there, which is not the easiest thing to do, but just hold it. Okay, now we're going to go all the way around because we don't want all these raw edges because they'll come undone. So we're going to go around and you go halfway on the trivet and halfway off. And it'll make a binding or whatever you want to call it. It just reinforces your, I'll show you what we're talking about. It just gathers any loose ends, and don't worry about threads that are sticking up because this is handmade, homemade. We don't worry about all those threads. I think it looks neat. Okay, can you tell? I don't know that you can tell. I'll put it up closer in a minute when we get through. But you're just making a cording around it, binding around it to tie in. Finish your edges because you just don't want raw edges. So just go halfway and then put your needle on the other side of it, so that you're wrapping the thread around it. And remember, you've got two sides to this, so you can turn it over. And of course, this is washable. It should hold up good in the washing machine. Now get something to hold that over. And what I do, if it doesn't look real nice, I finish it by hand. And that way you're assured that it looks okay. Now, can you see that finished edge all the way around it? And then that way it's secure. And you can go back and secure the center a little more if you didn't catch it all real good. If you see some that didn't catch, go back and catch it. You can repair anything and everything. And that's how you make a corded trivet. And I would take my needle and thread and tack this down and smooth it out a little better and tack it down. And there you have it. I hope you'll make one. Bye.